Everyone that rags on the Pentax 17 is wrong. Oh, you can't do this with it. Oh, you can't do that with it. Watch me, baby. Today's video is not sponsored by Pentax, but I do have a lot of messages, people saying that they've seen my videos and then bought a Pentax 17, so, you know, Pentax. Little referral link would be nice, perhaps. Or you could just give me some money. That would be sick as well. Either or, I'm cool with either. I'm happy to discuss, you know, any options that include giving me money. Now, you may have seen the title of this video and thought, oh look, Rob found another excuse to talk about the Pentax 17 again. Yes, I did. It's a sick camera. And what? Fight me. And in the specific scenario that I'm going to tell you about today, this absolute little belter of a camera saved my shoot. Totally saved the day. And on paper, it shouldn't really have been able to. Yeah, today I'm going to share a little tale with you all about how my main film camera bricked in the middle of a live music gig that I had driven a 6-hour round trip to shoot, and I had to fall back on the Pentax 17, a half-frame film camera with no option for an external flash, loaded with 200 speed film nonetheless. So yeah, not an ideal scenario, and yet, this thing, man. This thing pulled through. So you may remember that I mentioned this scenario in my Kodacolor 200 video that I shared a couple of months ago. If you've not seen it yet, there will be a link to it at the end of this video, or you could go and look for it on the channel if you like. But no, mark this date in your calendar because I said I was going to make a video about something, and I'm actually making the video. I know, congratulations to me. So, picture the scene. I'm in the photo pit at a gig, having a great time. Lovely evening. I'd wanted to shoot the band The Acrobats for a while, so I was really stoked on shooting this gig. By this point in the evening, I'm all set up. I've shot a bunch of test shots with the Minolta Dynax 7 and some Candido 800 of the support band, so I'm all warmed up. I'm feeling good. The Acrobats take the stage in the appropriately chaotic manner that you would expect. And I spring into action, and almost immediately, this camera bricks in my hands. It's fully unresponsive. Nothing's happening. It's just not working at all. The best I can get out of it is a little swap the batteries thing coming up on the back of the screen here. So I'm cycling through batteries like I have a personal vendetta against the Duracell bunny and his extended family, and nothing is working. Piling fresh batteries into this thing. But the Minolta is just like, yeah, no, those are some nice fresh batteries you've got there, but I'm just not going to work still, if that's cool with you, mate. Nice one, thanks, cheers. Now, bear in mind, all of this is happening while I'm hunched over in the photo pit in the middle of the gig like some sort of fucking gremlin. And if I've learned one thing over the years in high pressure, get the shot or get out of the way environments, it is that you have to just learn to roll with the punches, baby. Enter the little camera that could. The Pentax 17, yes, it's only half frame and it's only got a teeny tiny little flash, but it ain't the size that matters. It's how convincingly you can say, I don't know why it went off so quick. That doesn't usually happen. That matters. So equipped with the half-frame wonder that is the Pentax 17, I came swanning back into the photo pit like that meme of Woody from Toy Story coming out of the cardboard box. I got back in amongst all the other photographers and I'm like, yeah, I see you with your professional 50 megapixel digital camera there. Move aside, mate. I've got like half a frame to expose, thank you very much. Now, I love the Pentax 17, but the flash on this camera is not built for this scenario. And I, like a dickhead, had loaded the camera earlier on in the day with 200 speed film. So I was convinced that I was going to get a blank rollback at best. But then something similar to the end of a Christmas Hallmark movie where the guy selling Christmas trees and his childhood crush who left for the big city but then came back when they lost their job both decide that they're actually happy to just settle for each other and have like 47 kids. A miracle happened. Not only did the Pentax 17 pull through, but the photos look sick. And this has become yet another scenario where the Pentax 17 has punched well above its weight and genuinely saved my shoot. I knew it could shoot live music because I've done it before, but I did not think that it could shoot live music with 200 speed film. I'm so happy that I had this camera with me because otherwise the 3-hour drive back would have been very, very sad had I not had this camera with me. Big yikes. Big yikes. And it circles back to the point that I've made in a few videos before, all about this camera and the importance of not listening to people slagging stuff off on the internet if they've never even used it themselves. And I think that's something we see quite a lot these days in photography, especially when so many people review new cameras and they do it in the most sensational way possible. Every shortcoming of every new camera is so exaggerated, all in the name of content. Like, there are people who would have an aneurysm if you told them that you were going to shoot live music with a Pentax 17, never mind on 200 speed film at the same time. But alas, here we are, and the photos not only worked, but I think they look sick. In a different timeline where I wasn't a stubborn little dickhead, I might have just packed up my camera and left this shoot on the basis that on paper this should not have worked. Also, if you want to get these cool shutter drag kind of shots with the Pentax 17, I have made a video about it. It's called like turning on vibe mode or something on the YouTube channel. You can go and find it. I'll put a link in the description to it to make it a bit easier, actually. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Anyway, moral of the story, just have a go, I guess. I genuinely think the best creative things happen in scenarios where what you're doing shouldn't work. And it's one of the things that makes doing creative shit so exciting. Anyway, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like it. Consider subscribing to the channel. All that good stuff. It's good to see you. I hope you are well. I had the shittest week of my life last week. And I just so happened to be making a vlog. So yeah, we've all got that to look forward to. That'll be thrown up on the channel soon. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a better time than I was last week. I hope you are well. I hope your family is well. I hope your pooch is well. Please do provide your little doggo with a scratch behind the ears from me, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Peace. Ah yes, it's full screen image time again. What I've been doing when I'm talking about specific film stocks or whatever, I'm throwing up full screen examples at the end of the video. So here are some full screen examples of the photos you have seen in this video on the Kodacolor 200 film with the Pentax 17. Get a good look, get your peepers around these. Beautiful, wonderful. I like this one in particular. I don't actually know. I'm pre-recording this little voiceover bit. The photo on screen now could be totally shit. And if so, sorry. Anyway, I'm actually going this time. Have a great day. Goodbye.